Good morning, everyone. I thought I'm just going to start the stream. It's 1:45, drinking my coffee, and last day before Christmas. So, how's it going? There we go. Everything should be working fine. How's everyone doing today? Yesterday's price action wasn't too bad, was it? So, it's quite interesting to see, and I definitely missed some information. I did not look at the daily. And it was quite a solid long up to a certain. I know a few people in the chat actually mentioned it, the levels. So now let's see if we reject at this level, because it's actually a very interesting level where we're at right now. Let's go back to the daily here. We went in exactly to the midpoint of this level here, and we are rejecting here. So it's interesting to see what we're going to do. We're going to go higher. I do have a level of an imbalance higher here, an old end dog, which is totally unfilled. So let's see. Let's see what we're going to do. We might get some nice action in London. Yeah. Now let's see what the macro is going to give us in a few minutes. I'm going to go to the 1 minute. Did we miss a lot of price action in the PM session? Let me have a look again. I didn't look at the price action in the PM session anymore. I wasn't really interested, but yeah, it just kept on grinding up all day. That was a beautiful opportunity. I wonder, did you guys trade in the PM session? Did you manage to get that trade? Good opportunity still, all the way up to 4. It just grinded all the way from, let's say, after 10 o'clock. It was just a grind up. Actually, it was beautiful. I mean, in all honesty, it was beautiful. I'm just not on the. I just don't feel like I wasn't on the ball as much as I am normally, but NQ delivered pretty well. Nicely done. Okay. Now let's see. I think we're going a little bit more down to the downside. We still have. I go up a little bit to go down. Let's see. Let's see. Where's my coffee? Here's my coffee. Okay, we have a range here. Let's see. We go into the OTE range here. We have some nice equal highs here, and another first percent fair value gap still here, unmitigated. So up, down, down, up. I like this level, 702. It's just 10 points from here, so it will be a scalp to the downside. Maybe then the macro is going to bring us down to this level here, to 784. Let's see. Let's see if it's going to do that. Once we go over this level on the daily, so that's 821, we go past the 0.5 level. We're going to go all the way up here, I think. We're going to go all the way up here. But we still have this unmitigated area. I'm just curious. Still very bullish. We don't have a higher time frame change in the state yet. Let me check on the 15. Do we? Oh, we actually do. Okay, interesting. So we hit 0.5 here, causing the previous day high. We're rejecting from it. We already took Asia low. We trace back up maybe. Let's see. Hey Dean, how are you doing? Hi Tamir. How are you doing, Dean? Did you get that long yesterday? I did not. I'm just not trading, and I'm sort of like, I missed the information on the daily a little bit. I was actually looking for a short at some point, and but it was quite clear. It was a beautiful price action, to be honest, yesterday, and it rejected on at the 0.5 level on the daily exactly. And I wonder if we're going to go higher, because then I still have a little bit of areas higher, but I have more areas that I would think that would be mitigated as well on the downside. So, you know, it's sort of like either or. Yeah, me too. Well, I'm just going to paper trade and just watching the market. But yesterday wasn't bad at all. I mean, yesterday was actually quite beautiful. I mean, I didn't watch the PM session because I'm, you know, I want to focus on the Discord and on the community a little bit, and I can't do. I just want to focus. No, tomorrow is Christmas, Tamir. No trading tomorrow. It's Christmas. So even though it's Christmas Eve, right, and it's half a day, but there's still 8:30 news. So they could do a lot in that news candle. So either they, you know, balance out more imbalance or seek liquidity in just one swing. So, and obviously the volume is drying up, so they can be pretty violent. Yes, Tamir, advance happy Christmas to you too. I'm just looking forward to a few days. I'm still going to be busy because I really want to work on the Discord and stuff like that. So, and I just noticed that if I stream, it takes, I love streaming and I love tape reading, but I want to do some different things for the community, and now I can do it. So I'm happy just to tape read and not trade and just, you know, look at the market. But yesterday's move, guys, it was pretty awesome, to be honest. And it was out there. I really missed a few very important signals. And it was a beautiful move. So I hope a few of you might have taken it and banked on it. Okay, let's see what the macro is doing. Yeah, Dean, isn't it nice to also have no thought, right, about the market? Just let it do its thing and just look out in hindsight what it did. I think that's also a nice way. I think that I'm going to do that with the 26, and I think I will stream again. before New Year's, because I do think that we have still some significant levels, and if it's going up now, I wonder if they're going to leave the other side for those last 2 days before New Year's. So we'll see. What are you talking about? Make me angry? I have no idea what you're talking about. If I am angry, you'll know. You'll be banned. If I'm angry and I'm fed up, you'll be banned. You'll be thrown out of the. I have zero tolerance for bullshit anymore. I'm just putting it out there. Beggars, people who talk bullshit and try to troll, you'll be banned straight away. I think that's the only way to go forward nowadays. So I wasn't angry. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here anymore. Okay, Tamir, I see you say something and you retract it all the time. That's annoying, actually. You are a little bit in the danger zone, I must say, but it's Christmas. But once I'm really annoyed and you don't contribute and just distract by doing that all the time, because it's distracting. If you're not here to learn or be serious, you need to go elsewhere. I'm in the Christmas spirit, but hey, I am really watching I'm like a mother over the vibe. Am I on super chat? Oh, top chat. Oh, live chat. Sorry, Mather, if you're here. My expectations. Well, we went pretty high yesterday, so I wonder if we met the high. So we went to 0.5. So I wonder if we're going to go into the range and then maybe higher. So it's a little bit difficult to say now, but I do think we're definitely going lower in the London session for now. But let's see how we're going to react here and here. I do think we might even reach 784. So I'm just watching for now, just to get a clear. I I'm also refraining from, hey, Adiku, just letting the market do its thing. You think yesterday New York lunch low? I don't know. We'll see. I see there is points of interest for me above and below, so I'm just going to wait what price is going to do. Who knows? Yeah, you could be right. Could be. Oh, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Who knows what Nasdaq is going to give us today, right? What they're going to show us. Um, 0.2. Hey, Amir. Yeah, hey, listen, you were right. I mean, you had, I know that you were. I missed a lot of information yesterday on the daily. It was a beautiful move. Did you bank on it? I hope you did. I know you were long biased. I'm not very sharp on my game now, but I'll show you what I mean, it was a it was beautiful price action, honestly, and the afternoon session as well. Let me show you the daily. The daily was so clear, and that was the one that I did not pay attention to the daily until really, really late. I was like, oh, okay. But we went exactly to the 50% of, let me show you guys. There's a lot on this chart, but hey, those lines make me money. I know people complain about the lines, but hey, we went to exactly 50% of this daily wick to the tick, to the bloody tick. You see that? So we expanded from here all the way, and then we went to the tick here. But that happened in Asia, though. Yeah, it was beautiful. Yeah, exactly. But even in the whole day was actually beautiful. I mean, if you were, if you read it if I would have read it properly, it was a beautiful expansion. It was just after the manipulation in the morning we had. It was a beautiful expansion. I did go into it before I stopped looking. I didn't look at the PM session, but even the PM session was beautiful. But you see this wick, this daily wick, Amir? You see that? Where it hit exactly 50%, right? Boom, to the tick. And now we're most likely going lower a little bit. But I have a point of interest right over here. This is until end all the way up here. So I'm wondering if we are just retracing into this wick and then go back up, or maybe fill this one finally. But yeah, hell, it was a hell of a move. I don't really. I mean, if I would have missed this a few weeks before, and I was still trading actively, and I would have missed it, I would be very upset because it was not. It was beautiful. Yeah, it was beautiful. Well, let's go over it a little bit on the higher time frame. Let's go over the time how it went, because it was really a nice move, guys. Let's go over the 15. So now I want to go over the 8:30 news candle. This is the 8:30 news candle. Does anybody of you look at the 8:30 candle? Do you ever I wonder why news is always at 8:30, guys? Why they do that? Does anyone wonder? Why is news always at 8:30? Because Algo uses this candle. They use it. So we had the manipulation move 9:30. Then we went down again. Remember that was opening range gap, and from here on, it wasn't weakness. Amir, I was wrong when you asked me that. I was wrong there. But normally I will show you another situation where it's a little bit different, and then you'll understand the difference. But I was wrong in the situation where I said it was weakness. When I think you were the one that asked me that. That was right over here, remember? Um, and then it was just a grind up all the way beautifully. Grind, grind, grind. Here we are at 11:30, and during lunch we had a little bit of a retracement and then a continuation. And this level here, this level 824 was hit at 7 o'clock. Yeah, I mean, I was also a little bit confused because I had that level. Remember, I was looking at this one here, and I thought, oh, we're gonna fill this one, but it did not. But it reached exactly 0.5. So once it starts going, this wick came into play, right? This daily wick, and Let me show you the 0.25 that was here. Oh, I have these levels still on here. So the moment we went over the 0.25, I should have known. You know what I missed? This large wick, this 0.25 was here. The moment we went over it, I should have been aware that, okay, we're going up into that wick and we're going higher. 0.33 was here around lunch. We went through this candle here, went straight through this wick. That's an indication of continuation. I wasn't even on the charts anymore, but this was continuation. If it goes through one of these levels, continuation. Same at 0.25. Let me see. No, I wouldn't know. Let me see here. What happened here? Yeah, this was a confusing part, right? But after 10 o'clock, when you get this, here it became evident after this area here. I mean, it was beautiful, but hey, I didn't bank on it either. So, but it's okay, guys. We're gonna bank a lot in 2026. I'm not worried about that. We're gonna bank a lot. There we go. And the algo is still unchanged, guys, because it was extremely algorithmic yesterday. Look at this level here, to the tick to 0.5, to the tick. It's just look how beautiful. Boom, at 7 o'clock in Asia. Beautiful, NQ, just beautiful. Okay, let's see now. On the 10 was extreme. Yeah, it was. You know, actually, that whole morning session wasn't really. That is, it sort of gave itself away a little bit. But when I would be trading, I wouldn't want to miss that the rest of the move after that manipulation. So I will definitely go a little bit deeper into reverse engineer. Like, okay, because I definitely missed some information for that long. Amir, we're just going to, you know, it's end of the year. We're just easing our way out of it. We're just recharging. We're getting fully, and then we go back in on beast mode, right? Next year. No excuses. We'll have all those expansion. Also, where was midnight, by the way? I just want to check something on yesterday's. Where was midnight and at what time? Let me go back a little bit. Where was midnight yesterday? It was here. Where was my midnight? Oh, here. Okay. What time did we pass it? 9, 9, 9. Yeah. You know, Amir, what the confusion part is as well, why I didn't expect an extension day, is that midnight normally is not being traded through a couple of times. Normally they leave midnight very far away already in London, and then you don't see it again. And because it kept on going back and forth between London, midnight, that was also something that would have that was something that also confused me a little bit. Like, okay, we might not, midnight is going, you know, we went through it again a couple of times. So a lot of the times when you have an extension day, you don't see London, you don't see midnight after London anymore, most of the time. So, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Tamil, I think both are good for beginners, but you just have to, I think London can be a little bit slower, but New York would be good to learn as well. But maybe if you are still struggling, you just watch and tape read New York to learn. But I think both are good to learn, but maybe to enter trades at some point, I would advise maybe in London, because London can be slower, but not always. Hey, we've got fast London sessions as well and manipulative sessions. But generally speaking, if you have time to watch both, it will speed up your learning process. But I would advise you to refrain from too much trading in New York if you're just starting out, and maybe start trading in London where it's a little bit slower, generally speaking. And also Asia, if you have time to watch Asia, Asia is actually everything in slow motion. You will be able to see accumulation. There's a lot of accumulation, but there are moves. So if you want to really get good at AMD, Asia's pretty good to start watching price action and start to recognize accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. Because if you can combine Asia, London, and New York, and you see how things have been moving in conjunction with each other, because it's all fractal as well. You see the Asia, London, New York, how the build-up is literally also being actually executed on the lower time frame similarly. So everything is, you can learn from everything, but the point is, where are you, can you refrain yourself from trading? If you start trading Nasdaq as a beginner in New York at the New York Open, you'll be most likely losing some money. But watching everything, that's okay. The more screen time, the better. Hey Jay, how are you doing? Asia, you mean the Asia low sweep, right? Hey, Dr. Gus, how are you doing? So, yeah, so I'm extremely, I'm impressed by the move yesterday. Again, we tapped into the midpoint of a daily wick, exactly zero, and we're rejecting of it now. But I'm wondering how much lower are we going today, because we have some discount wicks here as well. So I wonder if we're going to take out Asia low now. I'm curious. I do think we have, if I'm looking at the so the OE range is on right over here, just to see like, okay, if we're going to stay bullish, we don't want to go lower than this level, right? We don't want to go lower than midnight. But if we're going to go lower, we're going to reject all of this, and then we definitely are going to. That's why I put this on now, just to see if we're going to retrace a little bit, go back up higher. Because again, we left equal highs. We have a first presented fair value gap of the opening. So I'm still waiting for information. For me, it's a little bit unclear at the moment. But we did hit the 0.5 level. So I see two important things. This is a minor sweep. I mean, this is just, look, we just swept Asia a little bit, and then we went straight back up. There is no body below Asia. It was just a little sweep that we did here, right? Nothing else. That's it. So question is, are we going to go back up to Asia high and go higher into this little place here? I still have a level here that I'm interested in, but I also have a level here. They're equally as far from each other. Let me see which one is further away. 146. Yeah, okay. So both my level of interests are equally as far from each other. So for me, it's 50-50. So we just watch order flow, right? We'll just watch order flow on this last day before Christmas. What indicator are you talking about? Be more specific what you're looking at, because I've got a lot of indicators on my screen. Be more specific what it is, please. So I'm always watching the 150 to 210 macro, and before I really am looking like, okay, what is it? What are we doing here? Okay, we're consolidating here, right? So we're not doing anything yet. We're still below the 50% of this level here. We're even equal highs. We swept Asia, but just with a oh, you mean the one that shows London high, London low? That's this one here. ICT kill zones and pivots. ICT kill zones and pivots, TFO. Hold on, guys. Do you usually skill into your trades when they move towards your target? When they move towards my target, do you usually skill into your trades? Oh, you mean skill in and out once I'm already in, you mean? I do sometimes skill in, skill out when I use, when I'm not really sure about the larger move. I get more confirmation along the way. I do skill in and out when I'm using micros, not with minis, but then I'm like in with 5, and then I get in and get out, and then I skill in and out a couple of times. So it depends. But mainly the last trades, and I should make more recaps, are just 1 or 2 minis, and then I have a larger move, and then I need not to trill my stop too fast. Remember what I said, that I'm getting good at the larger trades, so like, understanding where we have a reversal, getting in at either a retest of the inversion, either it's a turtle soup inversion or my breaker retest, and then I try to ride the whole move until the market maker buy or sell side is finished. But then with those larger moves, which average over 60 to 150, 70 points sometimes, when I'm in 2, then obviously I skill out 1, and then I let the rest run. But then I don't really skill in and out. Maybe just take 1 off at some point when I'm in with 2 minis, for example. But I do sometimes, in some price action, I do actually skill in and out. I haven't done that lately, but I like that, to be honest, to do that. 3 years, Tamir. Okay, let's watch price action, guys. Let's focus on the PA. It depends. So it all depends, Amir. But I do want to do more scalping as well, because I think it's also good for people For new people. Well, no, I don't think scalping is good for new people, but see what I don't like. I don't have any clear structure. It's so it's just barcoding. I don't see proper rate here. I just gap. Oh, Amir, I want to show you something which I noticed, by the way, on your yesterday. I do want to go back because it's interesting because I always like, okay, what did I miss? Why didn't I try? I want to show you something. I'll go back. Why I talking about IFUGs taking them when we have a solid turn. Just want to show you something which I noticed. So this move here, right? This should have been the entry, but this is confusing. It went really, it dug really low here, right? Which also made me think that we were going lower. Tamir, you need to stop. I'm going to ban you if you keep on saying things and retracting them because you're very distracting. Either you say something, but don't keep on retracting your messages. It's the same like copy pasting. That's going to cause you a ban too. I just want to show you what I noticed here. Boom. You see this? The bodies went exactly to the 79 and the wicks just went below it. So this was also a confusing part for me, but later on I was looking at it like, okay, we just dug really all the way. This is like highly manipulated, but the body stayed inside and then we wicked back up, right? If you see this, I did not see that on the time itself, but when price starts going back up after a move like this, it's also like, oh, it's done manipulating, right? It's done with, this was the last manipulation to the downside before it started, going up. Yeah, so for me also, I was like still like, oh, we're just going up, retrace, and we go back down. But if I would have seen this, that the bodies would have stayed within the 79% and the wicks not, then you know, okay, this was a manipulation move. And especially once you go over the 0.5 of the new range, you sort of, okay, now I know what it's doing, right? And then I would have also might have taken that long. But I was obsessed. I have my bias here and I was stuck with, and I did not see that we were moving into that daily wick. And so I just want to put, so Amir, that was something I guess also with what you were pointing out, right? Yeah, but hey, listen, normally if I would see that, that would be a long for me when I see, we're going back up and the wicks, but that is, you don't see that a lot, that it just goes all the way into 79 and then even the wicks outside of it. But when it does, a lot of the times after a pull like this, yeah. Just want, this is what I journaled, by the way, about this move. So I forgot to mention that. But I think it's, I'm always like, what the hell did I miss? Why wasn't I long biased? Why was I short biased for such a long time, right? Because I was short biased all the time until I literally, I think until after 11, I was, okay, after 11, I think quarter to 11, until quarter 11, I was short biased, which was ridiculous. But anyway, yeah, there we go. Hey, Shamo, how are you? Oh, do I have something open which should not be open? Hey, Bowser, you got, yeah. Hey, listen, Bowser, I already refrained from trading. I'm just paper trading, reading, and oh, what's happening here? But I would have been upset if I would have missed that long a few weeks ago. But now I'm okay with it. It was a beautiful move compared to all the other days, right? Did you? But it was quite tricky. The morning I did read the morning manipulation pretty well, but I thought it would go down a little bit further, but I was wrong. Hey, we're gonna be full beast mode, guys. Next year. Okay. Let's see. So because we hit 0.5 of that wick, I do think we are going to go a little bit, a little bit lower. Yeah, you see that was 7 o'clock, right? It hit exactly this. The 0.5 is a daily wick, a discount wick. It hit it exactly at 7 o'clock, I believe. This one here, it took a tick, and now it's sort of like going a little bit lower. We'll see. Yes, beast mode. We are easing out, and Chemo, I'm also like, you know what, I need to do other stuff. I really want to put some attention to the community, and do some things in the Discord as well. So for me now the time is more like, okay, you know what, because if you trade and you stream, you have to be on the ball, and you have to be sharp. And now I'm sort of like, you know what, I'll tape read, and I'll allow myself to make some mistakes in the tape reading. I don't allow those when I'm trading myself. Then I get really upset. But yeah, I really want to have a good start in 2026, also with the YouTube, with the Discord, have it more structured as well. Do some things in there. So that's where my focus will be the next few days. Okay, let's see. I'm curious to see if we are going to stop here. We're exactly at 7:02, which is also first presented for a value gap of the midnight session and a gap. Oh, hold on. I need to find my 130, my magical IFUG. Where's my magic? Who's going to bring me the magic? Which one are you going to be? Are you it? I think I'm going to take you today. I like you as well, but I'll take this one. Okay. Yeah, Shemo, that means beast mode. That means we are not letting those moves just go by without being in them, or at least banking on them on some part, right? Now we're just watching, but not anymore then. World free speech, Archer Aviation. What does that mean? Practice and practice, yes. It all comes down to work a little bit harder than the day before, right? and learning from, I don't want to say learning from your mistakes, but I think in trading, it's more like, oh, what did I miss? Like, what did I miss yesterday? What, that's how if I journal, it's like, okay, what did I miss? I don't want to call them mistakes. It's just like sometimes you just don't know what you don't know, right? Because you have not connected a few dots, or you just don't have that knowledge yet, or and then it's just like, okay, what did I not see? That's my main question when I journal. What did I not see yesterday, which could have helped me get a better trade or read the market better, if that makes sense. So price action like this doesn't interest me at all. We did feel it a little bit. Oh, Bowser, this is what I mean. By the way, remember when we talked about high resistance and low resistance? This is what I mean with high resistance. When you have all these openings, I know what you mean, and you're right. But this is also what happens. You have these high resistance, and it goes down, down, and leaves all these, and then you get one fill to the upside, and it fills it right away. Or sometimes you have this manipulation moves, and they do it in one time, right? When you see things like this, they leave like all these gaps open, 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 very slowly, trickles, trickles, and it leaves everything. Okay, we. For those of us who are working on passing challenges, it's showing us that success is not about one winning trade. It's your patience. It's being very inspiring for me to learn that. Shamo, that's so well said. Um, it's not about one good trading day. Yes, and you can be wrong one day. It doesn't make you a bad trader. Like I didn't see that move to the upside. Do I think I'm a bad trader now? No, not at all. It just tells me that I'm tired. I'm not on the ball anymore, and I shouldn't be trading my money at the moment. Um, so yeah, it's not about one get. It's not about one trade. Not even about one week. Um, exactly, and refining your plan. And it's also like when you start learning. Um, it goes like this, and then you go like that again, and you think, oh my god, I learned, I really, I know it now. And then next day you think you know it, and then again, what the hell, what the heck happened here? And now again, I don't know it. And then because it's again, you miss a little thing that you still either not, just not have experienced yet or seen. I've been there. This is also something that was something, I don't know if who that was, but it was it made me go back as well. And that was, someone said, I am in break even already for such a long time, and it's so frustrating. What is your advice? And I was like, oh my god, I remember that feeling. And I remember someone who said, and it is so spot on. Actually, break even is a really good phase to be in. You're not losing anymore, but also your P&L is not showing any progress, right? But you're so close. It's just most of the time just a few steps. But I also remember that feeling like, why am I not, my P&L? I think I'm moving forward, but I'm not. It doesn't feel like it. But once you start understanding that break even is actually a very good phase to be in, and it's just like you're really, really close. And it just, if you understand, like, okay, you already know a lot, but maybe because of one little thing that it prevents you, but you're already not losing anymore. And that's already, you're already ahead of 90%, right? Because 90% of people lose. So I just want to point out, if people are in that phase, let me know, because I really want to stress out it's really not a bad phase to be in. You're really, really doing well. I was very frustrated. I felt like I wasn't going anywhere. My mentor told me, "Listen, you're doing very well. You'll go. You're very close, but you just don't know it. It doesn't feel like it." And I got very frustrated and impatient. I got very impatient. So what happened with me? I'll be honest. I was break even for a long time, but I got impatient, and then I went back into losing some accounts, and just because of my impatience. And but being break even, if anyone is in break even phase, you can be very proud. I just want to put that out there. It's like phases, it's like waves. We go in waves. It's not like, oh, and also it doesn't click. I don't know, Bowser, as how about you, if you want to elaborate on that. Like people say, when did it click? It's not just one thing that it's one day it clicks and you're there. It just goes, it clicks and you see something and it works for a couple of days, and then suddenly you're back a little bit down, and then some more clicks, and more and more things will click over time. But it's not like one day, like, oh, now I know, now I have the missing link or something. It just gradually builds, I guess, right? And what I noticed myself, if like, for example, I missed that move yesterday, I'm like, okay, let me reverse engineer. Okay, I missed to look faster to, okay, what did I miss? And that's also like, okay, I missed it, but now you can find the little things that are the missing links faster, which will help me hopefully next time to, put the OTE on faster to see, oh, the body stayed in the 79%, but the wig's not. All those little things. And you just get faster in um, correcting yourself if you are wrong on the wrong side of a move, for example. Yeah, it's a very slow progress, and so that's why it's important what Shamo says, right? It's not about one trade or one. Um, so also I take time now to go back over the year, just look where I was, and I'm so grateful for my improvement. Now I did it myself, but also with help of all the people that were my mentors, but also, just working hard, and the YouTube channel helped as well. But it's always good to go back over a longer period of time and see where you were, and then you'll see the difference, right? But there are no shortcuts in trading, guys. There are no shortcuts. It takes time. It's not for the lazy ones. It's not for the lazy ones. If you're lazy, you won't make it in this business. It's a simple fact. You just have to work harder than the average person. Then you're already there. And that's not really hard because most people are lazy. It's true. Okay, so we're bouncing off the beautiful 702, which is also first presented fair value gap of the midnight open. And let's see if we can hold that. Are we going to go back to, are we going to tap into this here? I just want to mark, I want to see, where are we here? And also what I came to believe as well, I don't think it's trading that gives you the muscle. It's screen time, just watching price action, tape reading. I think that is the thing that really helps you improve your trading. Screen time. I think there's nothing more important than screen time. So also, if you're a beginner, you have to sit through ugly days, watch it, and I think that is also what builds up your recognition of understanding price action. I think that's actually even more important than trading in the beginning. I wish I did that more in the beginning. I was too eager. I was too impatient. You see this bloody weather here behind me again, guys? It's just, it's like I'm living in Europe. It's like it's autumn. There's only wind. I'm so fed up with this wind. I have to close my door again. You see the trees behind me? I'm almost being blown out of my room here. It's just, and because it's summer, they grow like hell. So every time the branches they're almost falling in on your balcony. We always every week they have to be cut. But we don't want to cut trees because we love trees here. But okay, let's see if we can get Asia lows again. Two, 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 two. I want to see the 15-minute on here. Let's see. Do we have any equals? Hello, Lordan. How are you? I would think we're going to get more of this kind of price action with a lot of gaps created, and so it's going to be, for me, this is generally speaking very low probability price action. Now, it could still make the moves, but they're very slow. They're lethargic. You get a lot of manipulation wicks suddenly. You know, if you see all these ranges being created, they could just fill it with one wick. It just needs to be rebalanced very quickly. So here you see a little, it becomes a little bit less, but again here a lot of these gaps continuously. So if you guys want to trade, be careful. Just either size down, or just paper trade, or just use micros. You know, just stay safe. Just don't put too much risk on the table now at the end of the year. There is news at 8:30 though, but you know, you can already see how this is going. Let's see if we get a little bit more, if it changes the next two macros, and if not, it could be that they just leave one good move for the news candle, the 8:30 news candle, but I just don't feel like watching it, and I feel like, okay, it's Christmas Eve here. We're gonna, you know, meet some friends, getting just, you know, going to do some socializing a little bit. Um, and also a reminder, the 26th in the US, it's the markets are open, but remember London, in Europe, it's they celebrate 2 days of Christmas, so London is closed. The German markets, they're all closed because they have 2 days of Christmas. They're all bank holidays. So there will be extremely, extremely low volume. I was contemplating, shall I do a stream, but no, I thought, you know what? No, let's not do it. So, like I said, I'll be focusing on the Discord. I want to, I just, what I'm going to do this weekend is I'm going to just have some, you know, just some low profile sessions just to get to know. If anyone has time, I'll do more often, little ones, because I just want a small sessions, not a lot of people. But just, hey, you know, just get to know the community, also to get a better feel, like how can I really, how can I populate the Discord? What can I do to bring value? How, you know, what, you know, because I know there's a lot of people already doing a lot of things, but I just really want to make it about the community. So I'm going to focus on that. I'm going to do a couple of them. I understand a lot of people don't have time this weekend, but hey, we're slowly growing. So that will be my focus for this weekend. It's just very short, 2 hours. So if you have time, hey, feel free to drop by and say hello. You know, you guys can talk then instead of me talking. So, and that will also give me a better idea of like, okay, how can I bring value in the Discord? What, you know, where are the people's needs, and what is actually, how can I do that? Yeah, Bowser, I made two events, different times. One for, I guess, for European, African time zone, and one for US based time zone. But listen, um, if nobody can, it's okay. You know, I'll just keep on making a few, because I know maybe people are away for the Christmas weekend and stuff like that. But I have to start somewhere, right? I have to start somewhere. So, yeah, Bowser. If no one's there, I know you are. I would love also to go over if you have some ideas as well, right? For 2026, what to, for me as you know, for building the community, and what, you know, how to bring value. So yeah, hey, we just got started, guys. This is just, we're just we're just getting started. It's just 4 months now, and yeah, Shamo, I already made two events. Let me know if you know, if people are not interested, and some people are. Um, I can always change the time a little bit. I'm flexible within a certain amount of time, so let me know. I made one for Saturday and for Sunday, 27th and 28th, I believe. Did you not see it? Yeah, we still have to, we still are supposed to have a chat, right? Um, but for anyone who cannot make it, no worries. I will do more of them just to make sure that, you know, it's just a start. Just a start. Okay, so we are actually still bouncing off the, let me see, what did we do in the macro? Did we do anything in the macro? 225, 229, 243. Did you? Oh, okay. Yeah, for anyone who wants to join, well, like I said, it's still work in progress. We're building it with the OG. You guys are the OGs. You guys are the OGs. So we're gonna make it rock and we're gonna make it work in 2026. I'm looking forward to 2026. I don't know about you guys. I'm really looking forward. Trading wise, community wise, I'm actually very excited. And you know, Shamo, also getting back to what you said, the moment you start accepting that it takes time, it takes off the pressure, right? You are accepting that it's a journey and it's like something like, okay, you know what? If you're at the start of the journey, and the moment you accept the time that it will, it's the same like when you, oh, you're okay. I'll see you back. Okay, 250 macro. Let's see. One more minute before the new macro. Let's see. I wouldn't be surprised we have to wait until maybe 1 hour or more for the other macro, but now let's see. We have better price action on the 5 minute, on the 3 minute. Oh, 3 minute is also ugly. You see how we, there's a previous day high right over here. Exactly right over here, 794, and we wicked through it. So I wonder if we're going to go a little bit lower. Um, you see, we rebalance now this area. We have the fair value gap now here. Did we rebalance it? We went over. The bodies went over here. Is this now balanced? Is this a balanced price range? Let's see. I'm inclined to think we are going lower. Using previous day high as resistance now also here. We wick into this at what time? In the macro. We balance out this imbalance now. We are below the price action of the previous day macro. Not previous day, previous macro, 150 to 210. I'm sorry, guys. You see? This girl, she needs a break. See this? Why I always mark this macro because I look at what's price doing. So the bodies are technically below the bodies of this macro. But the question is now, is this manipulation, distribution to the upside? Is this a sell side, and are we now? It's a very ugly one, but could we see this as a market maker? Are we gonna go to the buy side of the market maker buy model? Is it already activated, by the way? If I would see this, I'm inclined to say, okay, going back up again. Let's see. Let's wait. A breaker here, but it's very ugly. This is original consolidation. So if we go back up, we just have to go back up to even just to here. We could be done already. Let me go to the 5. Let's see. We can see some structure on the 5 minute. Left equals here. We're in a macro right now. See how price is moving so slow. So I'm just waiting for some more confirmation if I would enter a paper trade though, right? I'm only paper trading now. But even for a paper trade, I really need to see a little bit more activity, a little bit more confirmation of what side we're going. Either are we going to break this and we're going to lower, or are we respecting this and going to finalize this market maker by sell side? Because we did sweep Asia, we did sweep liquidity, so technically we could see this as but where's the inversion? How would you identify the inversion, the breaker? Then how far up would it go? It's sort of like a little bit. It doesn't look very beautiful. Is this balanced? Do we have this about on the 5 minute? No, we don't. We still need a little bit of, it's not fair that we still have a little bit of a gap here. It's just working through it, so we could get some price action through this. On the 1 minute it looked balanced, but on the 5 minute it's not. We still have a little, we still lack buy side. They left a lot of equals here as well. Equals here. I'm inclined to think that we were going up, to be honest. So, but it's hard for me now to frame. I mean, I'm thinking like, okay, let me see on, can I frame something on the 10? It's a weird. Let me go to the 9 minute. See, I like the 9 minute. Gives me a lot of information. If you would consider all of this one inversion, we did not activate, we didn't activate a breaker at all. If this would be a breaker, we did not activate it. So it's still low probability. I cannot get any confirmation out of this. Now I still think we're going to go higher though. It still looks to me like, you know, see on the 9 minute, you can see clearly here, fair value gap. We went into it, this is where we wicked a little retracement, creating another, just a rejection here to just retrace more and then maybe go. This is all time distortion. This is time distortion, I guess. Yeah, it's hard to enter, right? Because on the 9, if I look at the 9 minute, I do see a bullish structure in the sense of, okay, we're just reacting. You know, we went into this fair value gap. We took Asia low here, which is also in this fair value gap, right? We're bouncing off it, and now we're bouncing off this fair value gap on the 9 minute. It's the 9 minute, you know, it's like an emphasized 3 minute, obviously, and you just have more information, and it really helps you. But I would be more inclined to go to the upside. What about you, Dean? But then again, it might as well just slam down. But I don't know. These equal highs here. Maybe go one leg higher again, and then go lower. Let me see. We go to, if this here rings well. Let's see. Yeah, you see, I would love it to see go in this area here and then see, yeah, maybe even here. Let's see, and then go back down maybe, because if it goes here or even here, it's already back into original consolidation. It could, you know, just here already taps into one of those wicks. It already goes back into original consolidation. So that could be enough. Yeah, there we go. So, you know, let's see if it goes over it. If I would take it now, I would put my stop below, I guess, here, but it's too much points. Because this is my, let me put, hold on. Let me frame it. This here, and then I would just take it to, I don't know how to make it work risk reward wise, to be honest. Yeah. Hey Dean, same here. I'm looking forward to a few days. I'm just working on the Discord and other things, community based more. Let me check the no more trade, no more live trading, no more evals, only tape reading, learning, studying, and doing community-based stuff. Let me go on the 30 seconds. Oh, it's even worse, right? With days like this, you don't want to go on 30 seconds. You want to go higher, right? So you see the 9 minutes, how much information it gives you guys? You see, when the 1 minute, 3 minute, even the 3 minute, but you see how it makes a little bit things more clear, right, on the 9 minutes. I love the 3, 9. 3 past 3. I'm going to go back to the 1. I can remember now what I've seen. I just want to see how price prints. Let me see if I can frame a trade. I can use, okay, now I'm doing a paper long, just paper, stop loss, because the first presented has printed now. Here we go, yeah. So the reason why I'm doing this, the first presented, I'm using that as a stop. I only want a very small stop. Now, shit, where are my levels? 38 is here. 15. Now I need to go 0.5. I'm gonna do it here. 39. It's a small trade, but I'm using this first presented that just printed. I'm using that as a stop. So it's just 11 ticks. So 1, 2, 4 almost. Okay. Using this very tight. If it goes, I know it can wick me out. I know in these days, but I'm just thinking if it goes, it goes. If not, it's a paper trade. But I'm aiming for the equal highs here. Not I'm just not even above, but just maybe it rejects here. Now I should put my, I'm going to go a little bit lower. Why? Because I see a gap here. I see a little gap here. It might wick into that gap. If it goes lower, it's done. Just a paper trade, guys. I'm not trading anymore. My accounts are on holiday already. I'm just tape reading. I love tape reading. Okay, let's see. Now this first presented fair value gap is such a big barrier always. Let's see if we can get through it. I'm going to go back to the 9 minute. You see this equals highs in the fair value gap here. So I'm just aiming for this. I do think once it starts, if it does go higher, I do think it might go even higher, but I'm just going to play it on safe with this one. If I'm not stopped out. So I'm on the 9 minute now, which is, I don't usually do that, but when price action is so lethargic and doesn't give me a lot of information on the 1 and on the 3, I tend to use the 9. It sometimes really helps me, like today. So we do have a little, oh, we have a little gap here as well. Let's see. You see how beautifully you see this fair value gap here? We bounce into it. Asia low, a little sweep, but I don't think it's enough for Asia to go down yet. I think even 6.2 might be a good level, but I think we might go even here, but we'll see if it even goes. Might even go all the way up here. Eight past 3. So I'm on the 9 minute. If ever anyone is wondering, just gives me a bit of clear. It's just a little bit clearer. This price action is so lethargic now. It leaves so much little gaps, and it's just. Let's switch to the 3 minute. I want to see a little bit more information on. We're at the end of the macro. It's not going to do. What are you going to do, NQ? Come on. Hey, Jamali Beats, how are you doing? I'm just paper trading, Jamali Beats. But just practicing scalps. I was wondering, where are my scalp buddies? Yeah, I go to the 9 now because I just don't see enough. I just need to go. I think it's going to go a little bit higher than where I put it, but I think it's going. If it managed to get through here, I think we're going to go even up to here most likely. But we'll see. It needs to go up here, but the macro is almost done. Are you in the butt? What's your TP? See, we've got so many gaps here. Well, I'd already filled this one here. This first presented, it's just like a buffer. My God, it's so strong. It's crazy how it always. I love that first presented of the one that I marked. But you do need to go over it right now. I'm wondering now if it's a buy, but I'm going back to the 9. Okay, we took internal here, so now we're going to take external, internal, external. I think it has to go upside, right? Yeah, the market is good for. Hey, but Jamali Beach, did you see the move yesterday? The long, that was awesome. It was a beautiful move. Did you manage to take that move? I did not, by the way, but it was a beautiful move, and it was actually um, a little bit sort of like almost normal price action. $822. Okay. Yeah, I got it at the 0. I think if it happens to be able to go through this, I would have put my TP either here or maybe here because there's also settlement price here. But hey, I might already be stopped out. I think it's still gonna pop to the upside, but then very fast. Who else is in a long, or who's even in a short? Could be. I mean, people could also. I mean, I could understand the looking at this as well, but let's see. Anyone else in a long? Mario Kolopan. We'll take out Asia low first, then go up. But Asia lows has already been swept. this sweep has already been, this is already Asia low swept. Now, I to be honest, even though when it would sweep Asia, it could still go lower, right? That's not the, it doesn't mean always like if it sweeps Asia, it has to go higher, right? It could also just retrace a little bit and go lower. Asia low technically has already been swept here at midnight. Tim Muller, we go to Asia high. Okay, so you have a long bias too. I could make a, I'm gonna make a poll. Let me make a poll. I mean, let's just think this is part of this sweep is, I think it technically already swept, but just for the poll's sake, what do we think? Asia low or Asia high first? I'm just curious what the chat thinks. Here we go, guys. Just curious what the chat thinks. %76% thinks Asia low so far. We've got quite some people here, so let's see. Let's wait a bit so more people can. 75, 80 Asia low. Well, so far we're not going anywhere. But the first percent fair value gap is holding it as a buffer. So I've got to close the door, guys, because I'm really blown away here. Oh, this wind is so crazy. Okay. 50-50. Oh, okay, I'm stopped out on my paper trade. Okay. I'm just gonna wait and let the pool. $3.16 now. So nasty, the price action. Okay, let me see the port. 62% Asia low. Let's wait one more minute. Half a minute. Half a minute. 70% Asia low. People are changing. I think people are changing now, right? Price targeting previous 4-hour lows now. You know, we did hit the 50% of that daily wick, so I was inclined as well for it to go lower first, but then again, sort of hovering this wick right now, right? This is 4-hour wick. It's a bit of a treacherous zone, to be honest. I think it's just I think we're just going to distort here, to be honest. I think it's just going to distort here for a while. It's just, hey, demo traders, how are you doing? You know, I do see, I like this level here, 770. But also I could see us go a little bit higher first before we go lower. I myself would be inclined not to go for Asia high right now, but just more like just going into this fair value gap here and then maybe go lower again. Just short, just you know, trying to get the longs and the shorts at the moment. Because it's such a, you know, I can frame it both ways, but I really thought now, okay, with the macro, let's just take this, we go to here. But again, this macro didn't do anything. Let me look at the Asia. Okay, everybody's Asia low. Most of them are Asia low. Okay, 75% Asia lows. Okay, interesting. Like it. Thank you guys for anticipating. How many people? Oh, only 13 of you. Oh, that's not a lot. For how many people are in the? 64 people are in. Oh, come on, guys. Give your prediction. We need 10 more people. Come on, bring it up to 23, 25. The longer it takes, the easier it gets, right? Because the closer we get to the. I think the next macro might give us some more clarity. So the 350, but it's okay, guys. I'll forgive you. It's almost Christmas, so. Thank you guys for anticipating. Did you check gold? No, I did not actually. I entered a paper trade on NQ, got stopped out already because it's just distorting and giving the FU algo is on. We can have a look, but let's see. I do want to watch now NQ, but I think it's good. Yeah, shame I know. You're so cute. What did you say, by the way, Shema? What was your what was your? Did you think low or high? But it's a nasty. Yes, it's distorting. It's just the FU algo is on. I think if you go long or short at the moment, you're going to be for the time being. But I still think it's just going to blast through here and go through here and then maybe go lower. We'll see. You see how nasty it is, and you use one. Where's my first present? Oh, there's no 9 minute. Okay, gotcha. You know, this is also very interesting, something that I noticed. Let me just see on the 3 minute. Like on the 1 minute, like I use this 1 minute, right? This 1 minute first present fair value gap. And look at the 3 minute. There is no, because there is no first presented on the 3 minute. Also on the 9 minute there isn't. So it took it out, right? Like here, this candle took that out on the 1 minute. Yeah, Mario, I'm not even trading anymore on my accounts. I'm just sort of like, I'm okay. I sort of like, you know, got okay with it. Although I must say yesterday's long was pretty awesome. But I'm just, you know, I think what Mario is saying again, we cannot iterate it enough. If you want to trade, either paper trade or scaled down, because the volume is getting extremely low. There will be manipulation wicks once it starts going. You know, I do think they're going to take out this liquidity and then go lower because they might do it in one nasty wick. Yes, but even if Asia low has had that little sweep, even if that would be the case, right? It could still just retrace a little bit, but then I think the retracement has to be a little bit higher before it takes it out again. It is not always like, oh, Asia low has been swept, so now we're going to Asia high. Most of the time, but it depends on the context, right? Um, now there is a fair value gap here, but you also have like a discount wick here, premium wick. Sorry, my apologies. So are we going to make it all the way into this 4 hour in this 4 hour? But if we're going to get a center rally, for example, this could be a breakaway gap, right? This 4 hour one. So think about that as well. If we're going to get a rally to the upside, could be this might be the 4 hour breakaway gap. So then you will not get any fill. Then this is just, then this gap here. So that's why I marked this. We already went into 1/3 of this wick. If we're bullish, this is enough for the impulse, the upside. Now, so I got stopped out. Why? So so sometimes I didn't understand why I am seeing things and I degenerate. When I see a 1 minute first presenter, but I don't see it on the 3, it is not it is weak, and you see how it manipulated to the downside because it's a non-existing in non-existing FUG on the 1 minute, on the 3 minute. So it's highly likely that it would be wicked through it. Thank you, Loden. Welcome to the family. Everybody under the 1,000, we're still OGs. You're still OGs. We're just getting started here, guys. Just 4 months in, 4 months and a week technically, and we're gonna rock and roll in 2026. We are going to rock and roll in 2026. Hell yeah. Going full beast mode. No, and Fargas, you know what? Maybe it's time to, let me double check. Let's go over gold. Yes, let's go gold. And Q is doing his thing anyway, so let's go over gold. Gold. So I left gold for a while because I thought at some point it was too manipulative and I didn't like it, but I know I missed some good moves. Mm, are a lot of you trading gold still? Let me see. Hey Net, how are you? How's it going? Okay, I want to look at the IBDA levels on gold. Ooh, we reached my 2% here. Look at that. Exactly 2 standard deviation. Wow. Wow. Exactly to the tick almost. Hmm. Okay. Daily. Okay, we took these equal on the daily here. We created a new fair value gap. Up to 20. Where's it? What do we have here? Wow. All-time highs, baby. All-time highs. Yeah, I did not anticipate anymore because it was so key here. I just wasn't interested anymore. Mm, but we definitely missed a good move there. Now this is going to be a tricky area. I think a lot of this might be a very of consolidation here. What will be the breaker to the downside here? This looks like a similar scenario that we have on NQ, right? We're in a fair value gap. We have some equals here. The question is, are we going to go deeper? We dig into the area, taking Asia lows as well, digging deeper into this area, or are we just going to hang up here and go further back up? Let us see. We're at 0.5. We go all the way into here. You know, also same for me, it will be also like, okay, what are we going to do? Are we going to go lower here? We're going to go dig deeper here and go for this level. Let's see if it's going to take out this 15 minutes, if it's going to disrespect this and go into this wick most likely. We'll mark this area and put a here. Let's see how far I go into this wick. There we go. Let's see. It already dug into it though, up to almost here. It's similar, right? It looks a little bit similar to NQ that we're in. Similar situation. Let me quickly have a look at NQ. Look at the 9-minute here. Look at this first presented fair value gap, right? It is such a beast. I just love this first one. Silver is the new gold now. Hey, I've heard that one before. Maybe we should get into silver, right? Well, what was it? People said it was the widow maker, or what was the what you guys said before? The widow maker. Best gin. Silver is so good if you're on the right side of the trade. Well said. Bowser, the real widow maker is natural gas. Oh, interesting. Do you trade natural gas, Bowser? Let's see how, I just want to see how gold is moving. Okay, so gold made a little bit of a, tricky area though, 0.5. Are we going to go a little bit higher or are we going to go lower? You would say lower, right? But on the other hand, I'm going to keep an eye. I'm going to keep an eye. I think it's interesting to watch. Oh, you don't? No, okay. You don't want to be a widow maker. Mm. Mm. Is my time correct on this block? It's 23:51. Let me double check this. America. Okay, I'm gonna take these off. Another widow maker is NKD nickel. The spreads are crazy. Low liquidity and 26 a tick or 25. Okay, well it's still, I mean, really interesting. Yeah, and there's still people trading it, right? I mean, if you know how to manage the kind of environment, I mean, I guess you have to have more knowledge about the commodity itself, right? If you are expecting some moves. Um, but hey, everything, I mean, everything that's on the market is being traded by someone, right? I just wonder if people who do that, they must have knowledge or expecting something. And but I guess are there probably micros as well on, for example, would you have a micro Nikkei? Yeah, I'm just curious. Does anyone else trade something that is unknown, like what Best Jintown is naming NKD or natural gas? Anyone trading something that's really different than what we are generally doing here? So like NQ, gold, or silver, we know, but is there anything else that someone trades around here? I'm just curious that we heard of, but we don't generally trade. Unfortunately, they don't have maybe it's a good thing, eh? Maybe it's a good thing that they don't have micros. PL1. Oh, you trade PL1. What is PL1 again? I think I heard of it. Meta. Yeah, but that's just a stock, right? I'm just talking more about commodities, like maybe corn or not. That's a weird one, but I mean, I'm just wondering if some people are knowledgeable on them and they trade them because they are just very. You trade NKD only on combines to pass quick or bust quick. If you market in your entry, you can easily be down 200 due to spread. Wow. So is there specific times that you trade them? Is it like because it's a futures as well, right? So you can trade them 23 hours. You're 40. I know that one. Okay, interesting. Just to get an idea what you guys are doing. Uh-oh. It's my internet. If you guys lose me because of it might be the internet because there's so much wind again and I see like my screen is like disappearing and then comes back. It's not me that I just left you guys, but it's because of the internet that just sort of like, goes on a holiday. Okay, now let's get this macro started. 337. Commodity super cycle, just buy them all. I guess if you know how it works, why not, right? Is there like isn't there like we have Nasdaq, we have a compilation of an X amount of stocks. Isn't there I mean, there must be like other combinations as well that you have like a bucket. Must be. 338. Yeah, platinum. Interesting. I like that. So get some. Are you trading it on a regular basis, or is it just something is it seasonal, or how would you go at that? Yeah, I've been trading NQ just for 3 years, just NQ, and I used to trade stocks, and I just got so fed up with all the watch lists, and it took so much time to go over them. So once I started doing, well, I first started with ES to be honest, and then I branched out to NQ. But it was such a relief just to have one chart and getting to know the levels really well. So in this year, when I started the channel on request of the subscribers, I look at gold, and then I was like, okay. And at that time, I think it was now 2 months ago, the levels were just awesome on gold because it was very similar to my trading strategy. Everything worked, so I had some pretty good trades on gold. But then I think it's about month or 1 month, is it 1.5 months ago, it started to get very wicky, and I think when it got the last new high after that, it got really sloppy, and I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to leave it for the rest of the year now. But then again, there were pretty good moves. Net. I don't although in my trading journal, besides NQ, I'm tracking daily charts of CL, GC, and price move. I would add M5 as well to track how and when they move. Nice. Yes, CL is also on my. I also like. I think CL is good to track. That's actually I was planning to do that as well, but I got a little bit busy with the channel. But yes, definitely. Thank you, Nat, for reminding me of that. CL will be on the list just to track and maybe not trade, but go over it quickly on a weekly. I'm sort of planning to do a pre-market prep every morning and go over NQ gold, obviously NQES, CL. I think it's good to just add it in the weekly prep, daily prep, and GC. So that's a good one. I think that's something I'm going to do. Yeah. I'm going to structure I do my daily prep by myself, but I'm going to structure a little bit more. Are you in a go buy demo traders? Let me quickly have a look because we are just still bouncing off. Yeah, so I'm expecting the same for this is exactly because we're in this sort of similar situation, right, on gold, in NQ. So we are in this fair value. Yeah, we're almost in the macro. So are you aiming for these equal highs? Yeah, but when it's dead, it's like, once it's dead, they come to live at some point, and you could maybe position yourself very, in a nice way. 100 pips down. Okay, you're fast in and out. Nice. I like that. Yeah, I need to get used to that as well, getting faster trades and not, the market is not for me anymore at the moment for my longer trades, but we'll see. Wow, look at this, how this first presented is just again, but I think it should be, are you going to give up at some point? Or are you just going to break down? Well, most of the chat said we're going to go lower, so we'll see. We have to see. But I think it's just, net is to also, even though it's low, at the time when things get really hot again, it's good to be, sometimes it takes a while if you, it's like, when you leave it alone, and so you have to all the levels. But once you do it every day, it's very easy. Okay, nothing happened, blah blah. You go quick over the levels. But when it starts suddenly moving, or you have a few like alerts on it, you're prepared. But now I'm not prepared at all with CL. So it's sort of like, once it moved, I'm too late already. But um, so I think it's good to be, having a little bit on the side in case it starts moving, or when we have, some news coming out or something. Then at least you have your alerts already, you know your levels. You already, you're aware. Now for me, it's like if I have to get into gold, like, oh my God, it takes a while before I really. For NQ, I've been married to NQ for 3 years. So it's sort of like, it's very comfortable to always go back to NQ. Um, Happy trading, traders. Hey, get some. Listen, don't encourage people to trade too much today, okay? We don't want people to lose money. Happy demo trading today, or happy micro trading, or happy paper trading, or paper reading. Hey, don't get people into PL, CL, gold today. We're gonna go beast mode in 2026, and we're gonna crash all the commodities, right? But I think for now we're just gonna ease out and just. I would take another war to start somewhere to CL. Hey, listen, I don't think that's really that difficult now. I mean, it's just yeah, yeah, I have it's time to divorce. It's holiday season, he has a midlife crisis. No, I mean, yesterday, I was looking yesterday, I was like, oh, okay, that's a nice move again. But yeah, it's been hard. It's been sort of like a love-hate at the moment, a little bit. But nothing beats NQ for as a day trader, I think, on the long run. That's how I see it. But no, hey, listen, Ned, I've already saw my accounts are on holiday already. I'm just paper trading, and I'm not opening up my accounts until I think it's the 5th of January. Are we Monday? No, I think the 2nd. No? Yeah, the 2nd of January. Maybe even not the 2nd. I think that's what day is it, the 2nd? I think that's a Friday, right? Um, yeah, I think that's NFP week, by the way. So I think I'm just going to, I think the 5th will be the first week. I might be. Do we have NFP in the first? I hope they do that, because then it's a good excuse to skip it. That's always my stats always showed me my losses, or mostly when I lost account, were in that week, especially on Thursday. NFP week, Thursday. Always, always the same thing. Let me see. Show me. Bank holiday 1, yes. 2, 3. Oh shit, no. No, they're doing NFP after the 5th. Of course they are. Damn you, NQ. Oh, damn you, market. Okay, well, we'll see. We're still gonna go in beast mode. So I guess then I will be back on the 2nd. I will open up my accounts again. If that's how you want to play it, okay. Oh, macro almost starting. Come on, it's time. Yes, let's see what is going to happen. I do like. I mean, this is all beautifully set up to be taken out, right? Look at this. Yeah, Ned, that's why I thought I might as well open up my accounts on the second because, you know, we have NFP anyway later in the month, so. I thought if it's the first week, I'm just going to skip the first week, but it doesn't matter. I just have to skip a few days, be careful around a few days of around that area. No, I don't mind Best Gin. I am based in South Africa. I'm from the Netherlands originally, but I'm living in South Africa now. So those trees you see waving in the wind are South African trees. It's very windy lately here. It's very unusual for the time of year. I find that such a weird question. What is your broker? What's why is that interesting? Who my broker is? I find that such a weird question. Where are you living, Best Gin Town? Where are you from? But make money online. Are you looking for a broker for your own account or for a prop firm? And it also depends where you live, by the way. Where are you based? Make money online? And tell me, are you looking for what? Are you looking for? Because I trade prop firms a lot. I do have a broker, but uh, that one is opened because of for prop. Well, so you want to know a good prop firm? Okay. Oh, you're from Turkey, living in the U.S. for the past 20 for prop firms. Okay, okay. So yeah. So currently I'm using Funded Next as my prop firm. That's my favorite one currently. But maybe the chat. I mean, hey, listen. Talking about prop firms, guys. I've seen some people that I highly, highly respect also put out some warnings, which they never do, and they don't want to put. But there are two prop firms currently that really need to be. It needs to be in the open. I hear a lot of things about funding ticks at the moment. Be careful because they've been changing rules. They have not been paid. People are not being paid out. And Top Step, obviously Top Step with their Project X at the moment. So just be careful. I know that I myself am staying clear of any affiliations for this reason. Um, but yeah, I just want to put it out there. Just be careful with funding ticks currently. Apparently, they've just been changing rules without any prior notice. People are being denied payouts with very weird reason. Their service is just non-existent anymore. Very worrying messages. Um, so be careful. No funding ticks. Yeah, and I know there were a lot of people they spoke highly of them and they were doing pretty well, but apparently there are really a lot of people being um, having issues with them and not being paid out, and they have been building buffers and stuff like that. Very sad just before Christmas. Um, so lucid traded lading, I don't know. I haven't traded with them. Maybe people in the chat can elaborate on it. I think valid people that I know are advertising for them, but I'm always careful because most people that start doing the affiliate thing, they just become car salesmen. They really don't care about you. They just want you to buy their using their code. So I don't have a lot of respect for traders that turn into car salesmen are just using, they just are, they get into that hamster wheel and it's all about just, but I know some traders are coming out and stopped using funding ticks. There are a few that I know and some are not. Project X sucks. I hate Project X, and you know what they're doing right now is horrible. I think it's a conflict of interest when the moment Top Step started using Project X and started prohibiting other platforms to be used, you already knew they're going to go down the drain. So this is the reason why I stopped working with that prop firm, because they made me work with Project X and I hated it. And you see what's happening now. They have a crash every day or every week. It's just horrible. So TopStep needs to, I know TopStep used to be very good, so I don't want to talk down on them, but they need to step up their game again, or they are, but I wouldn't buy any new Project X accounts at this moment, or funded ticks. Stay away from them because there are a lot of red flags. I don't have any problems with Tradeovate because I use Tradeovate with Funded Next. I love it. I have zero problems. But I haven't traded for a couple of days now because I have closed my evals and my funded accounts because I'm not trading them at the moment. But I have zero problems with Tradeovate. Never. Not as long as I've been trading with Funded Next. So Funded Next, as of now, that's my favorite prop firm. But I think there are more. I think there are more that are good. But I'm just not trading with them, so I cannot really elaborate on them. I think Take Profit Trader is good as well. My Funded Futures is good as well. But I don't know if you're in Malaysia. I don't think Malaysia is on the restricted list. South Africa is on the restricted list of My Funded Futures. So that's why yeah, but hey, listen, Funded Next pays out very quickly as well, with the Rapid, but they pay out within 24 hours. So, but yeah, just be careful, guys. You know, it's all, they're so predatory, these companies. Once they start going down the drain, it's just, they just want to make as much money over your dead body. Oh, Funded Next. Uh, are you sure? Funded Next? Are they not allowed in Malaysia? Because South Africa is, and South Africa is almost, if Malaysia, are you sure? Let me check. I'm just watching with one eye on the market as well, guys, but it's not moving. It's not even moving in this macro. Um, let's see, Funded Next. Oh, you're right. Oh, on CFDs. Oh, it's the same. It's the same. Yeah. You're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Malaysia's on that list. I didn't know that. I'm sorry. Why Malaysia's on that list? That's crazy. I didn't know that Make Money Online. So yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I thought I was in a country with a lot on restricted lists, but I really don't know. I have no idea. Maybe I don't know if there's other people of Malaysia here that I think what you need to do is open up a brokerage account and trade your own money. That's the only way, I guess. 787 looks like, it's been just bouncing. It just doesn't seem to go over this area. So I am with FTMO and they are so pricey, but they seem to be the safer option because I haven't heard any bad. No, FTMO is solid, right? Did you check FTMO, Make Money Online? I dream to be as rich as Elon Musk in the future. Hey, listen, if you're only half as rich as him, it's already very, or maybe even 1/10. You're very rich already. Well, it's always good to dream. You always have to have aspirations and dream, no matter what. In every phase you are, you have to dream big. No dream is big enough. You have to keep on dreaming and make your dreams as big as you can. If you don't dream big, you will never achieve big things. Now, let's see. Come on. Yeah, but you don't have much choice money online. That's the problem. Hey, MJ, I have no idea what the bias is at the moment. We're sort of stuck. We're range bound, and I can see price going. It could manipulate to the upside before going down, or just go down. Um, I wouldn't be surprised if we do go up, that this might be the 4 hour breakaway gap. So you don't want that to be filled, right? Because even though we go into the zero point 0.5, let's see if we go down now and how far down it's going to go if it goes down. Everywhere I have bad news. Even trading comes with bad news. Just like trading, you have to go in knowing you might lose. Yes, whatever money you put in or purchase the FTMO account with, accept the risk. Yes, well said. You have to have an acceptable risk with everything you do in life, right? But then again, talking about prop firms, I don't. We have to be able to trust the prop firms, though. I mean, if they also are not to be trusted, and you also have to already trade, and you don't know, it's so sad for people that have met, have been building accounts, and just especially around Christmas and for the holidays, and now they're not being paid out. That's extremely sad, and there's quite a few people. I mean, if you go on X, there are a lot of people posting their stories now about mainly about funding ticks, which is just nasty. So, and it takes time, especially if you have a large account. If you have 100K, 150K, you have to pass first. Then you have to build the buffer, and then you start building and then you start, okay, now it's ready for payout, and then they have all these weird, strange sudden rules they changed overnight. And people are like, oh, they're not eligible anymore for payouts. If you divide the SPX by gold, the SPX is back to April 2025 low levels in real terms. Okay, interesting. I don't know about funding ticks. Maybe people can elaborate. If people have experience with funding ticks. I have no idea about funding ticks. But yeah, I mean, I did make also in the Discord, I made a tab about prop firm review. So I think I'll update it as well, just to make sure that we get the latest updates on prop firms. I have no affiliation. No, I plan to do that unless I really work with one really like exclusive deal, which I'm really that I know of, but I'm staying away of that whole bullshit because I don't want anyone to have a code of mine and then come into a situation like with funding ticks. I would have so much shame. I wouldn't even dare to show my face anymore on the YouTube channel. Wow, come on, NQ. Let me see on the 1 minute. This is a range. This is just how many ticks is this? Okay, there we go. There's some movement, guys. There's movement. We've got acciones. Oh, shit. We've got movement. Yay. Forward 2. Let's see if what they're going to do. I'm just really curious now. MJ daily FUG on upside, not traded for 2 weeks. Also ES all-time high today. New session may hit upside 26k level. I agree. Could be because I also have like this end dog is unfilled for, I believe it was, what day was it? 11th of is that 11th of December? Are you talking about 11th of December as well? I think this area is an end dog. Totally, it opened it and it went straight down. So I have this marked. I never mark an end dog except when I see that. So I've got this one marked as well. So let's see. Once we go over this level 0 over 823, I'm bullish. Yeah, and then I would aim for this level. Wow, this wind again, crazy stuff. Shamo, Jamali Beats, I learned that hard way. I thought it would be fun before the end of the year and before, thanks, I will stop training. Hey, Shamo, I know you don't mean it the way you wrote it, but it sounds like I thought I would be funded before the end of the year and blow a few accounts thanks to Iris. I know you don't mean, I think you meant it a different way, but I stopped training the year. I plan to try again. Yes. You were very honest about where you were in the journey, and we were sort of like, we said, you'll have to go through that because um, it's a very, it's when you still have to work on your model and just to get a little bit more experience. Um, you'll go through. Everyone who's here has blown accounts, and we started all too soon. It's like what we do because you want to give it a go, and we've all been there. Yes, and that's also something that Shamo touches on. Execution is a whole different ball game, right? Analysis and execution are two different worlds, and even for me being as a streamer, sometimes my analysis can be spot on, but I have really really bad execution, um, and they're two different things, really they are. And it's actually just getting your technical analysis right, and then executing is like it's another thing you need to get. So that's why I paper trade a lot, Shamo, also to improve my execution, placing your stop loss faster, getting just your trade plan, reacting to the market, sitting back and just like for me, paper trading or just uh, tape reading is far more relaxed because you're just looking at the market and you're just going over things and there's no pressure, right? It's a lot less pressure. But the moment need to execute, your brain, you need to be fast. You need to look at more things. You need to keep into account what's happening, and you need a lot more things in your brain to work. And it'll get easier, but yeah, there's two different things. Yes, you're not a real trader until you've blown up an account, blown marriages, you put your house. It's just, you're not a real trader until until you real you face your demons, I guess, as well. Um, I mean, I never knew the issues that I had them, and they just came out because of trading. I never had issues with overdoing something except with over trading without, I've never been, put me in a casino and I don't have the urge to gamble, but put me before the chart and do you think I want to trade? Hell yeah, I had an issue with over trading. I found it really difficult not to trade. But never in any other area of life I had this kind of issue that I had, very disciplined and very, but not with trading. Hell no. So I just, it's so weird. It's just everything is emphasized. Um, is it no? Ning, this is Trading View, Rajan. Yes, and patience is not I mean, I'm very honest about my issues with patience. I still have issues with the patience sometimes. But hey, because the channel is also getting better. Loss aversion is another factor that encourages revenge trading and eventually bronca. Yes, yes, and I made a video about it, one of my first video. It's not only discipline, it's biology, guys, over trading. Because I got really obsessed with it. Like, why am I doing this? Why am I getting in my brain? And why can I close the loop? And why am I losing, just getting rid of the pain, just blowing an account, for example, when I'm actually already half past it, right? Or almost there. It's biology, so it's not only disciplines, it's how the markets are actually also designed for us. It just, um, they're very smart. So, but yeah, there's so many things before you become, you're not just a trade, just by opening up an account, you're not a trader. I think it takes really a couple of years really and go through I think it's all the same things we go through almost, and one just deals with them a little faster than the other, and that makes them maybe more profitable faster. But I think it's just, I don't think there's anyone that just opened up an account and was profitable straight away. I don't think so. Well, maybe that, I mean, there's always an exception to the rule, right? But, um, yeah, when you start, it's good to just, one micro and it, get consistent, and then you skill up. That's very good. And if you keep to that, then you're disciplined. And you're doing really well. Okay, let's see if we can get above the 4 o'clock. Once we get over 4 o'clock, I would say, what time is it? 4:11. Look at the macro, it just didn't do anything, right? But let's see now. I'm curious because I'm actually still long biased. I'm wondering if we go over this one, I would consider this a closed inversion, while this could be the inversion. But I would do one more paper long. Because we're above the 4 o'clock now, again above the 3 and 4 o'clock. I still think we are these levels are just, this is all distortion. It's patience and discipline. Yes. I was low upset, but now slowly accepting. Hopefully, guys, I will be get funded. Well, Shemo, I know young people that are funded within half a year, but I'm just talking generally speaking. Hey, listen, we had Levi Trades here. He shared his story, and he was profitable within 1.5 years, or maybe 1 year. But he said he studied hard. He studied 8 or 12 hours per day. So it's all about how much work you put in. And I think if you are, I'm just talking about myself. It took a little bit longer because also I had retail bullshit in my brain. You don't. So, you know, um, just accept a couple of years and it will be I think it will be faster though. But you just need to put in more work. Just work harder than the average person. That's it, right? Okay, so if price would go close over here, I would think if it doesn't, we're going to go lower. It would close over here. Here we go. I like to see that, but I want to close. I don't want to wick back. I would enter a long. I will market order myself in, but I want a closure above this. I would consider this a valid inversion, and then I would aim for this and maybe even this level. But I want a closure. See, it's wicking back all the time. There we go. What time is it? 4:13. Yeah, there we go. Now I'm market order in. It's my stop loss. I have to take the full. It's a little bit larger because I'm aiming. See, for me the trade will be already validated if it comes below the 3 and 4 o'clock. So now it could be invalidated again because it's just the FU algo is on. But let's say you want to take a risk. It's a small risk, and my T will be. It's a 1 to 2R. It's a 2R. There's not more to get out of the market now. Let's see. There we go. So you see, what this is the first time that I see something that I could call an inversion. This one is too. It wasn't really a proper setup. There were no inversion here. So this is the first inversion that I could identify as an inversion. Now it's still not clear to me where okay, there break. It's not a nice. We were too early here because there was no structure, but this is the proper inversion you could use. But now still, again, it could just make another equal high and go back down. So actually you should take your money and run, right? It's just 10 ticks, but I'm just shocked. I just want to identify this area here and see if I'm being stopped out. But I think it's going to go now into this area here. Yeah, I think so too, Timola. Make money online. Yeah, support and resistance is sort of retail. I don't really do support and resistance because that is, for me, no, support and resistance levels are bullshit. Sorry, I'm going to stop you right there because that's what most people don't get profitable at all. That's retail, and that's what I do not want in my. That's support and resistance is not make you profitable. Most people who say support will consider this support. This will be resistance, and they all that we take their stops, my friend. There we go. Finally. Gold, are you still in gold? Hey, Avneet, how are you doing? Gold is gold. Hell yeah, 50 again. Let me quickly have a, while we are well, we're not banking because it's a paper trade, but I'll quickly have a look at gold. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, you're doing, yeah, see, it's similar, right? The structure is the same. Yoo-hoo! Yay! Paper trade, good trade. Been waiting for this bloody trade for how long? How many attempts did I take? 2, right? This is number 3, yeah. Patience is rewarded. Even as a paper trade, it's a paper trade reward. But it's still not there. Let's see. I said this level. Now I don't want to be. Who's in the long? Is anyone in the long with me? No top step until they sort out that shit. Until they start offering other platforms. No top step until they allow trade evade again and other ones. Now I'm wondering if I should get out here. Let's see. I'm an NQ long. Okay. Now this is actually the time just to take your money, right? Because we're out of macro. I mean, I'm just leaving it for now. It's a paper trade just to see, because I'm just journaling time and stuff like that. Let me go to the 1 minute. I want to see 1 minute. You see why it's stopping here? I think it's a temporary stop though. We'll see. Now I'm wondering if we're really going to get a rally now, because this really might be a breakaway gap. If that's the case, we might go really all the way up here with NQ, which is quite interesting. So we might get a rally to the upside. See, we bounced off 25% of this week here. Let's see. I'm just leaving it, guys, because I normally, if I would be with my live money or my EVA, I would take it off here right now. But I'm just leaving it. Also for my stop loss placement, just if it would like do a breaker test, for example. Now this fair value gap has been working really well, right? It was really like you see the bodies, and I was almost tricked about is it going down now, but I was sort of like, it just doesn't make sense if we not go a little bit higher. Maybe this is the high before it goes down, but we'll see. If I'm stopped out, I'm stopped out. That's okay. But let's see if we're going to get continuation, because there's so much more here too. 421. I think we're going to get a continuation. I think we're going to continue to the upside. Like, for example, I want to see if I would want to identify a breaker retest. Now, if I use this one as a breaker here, I'm going to go to the 9. That's the only one. I do see a breaker here. That's my favorite trade. A breaker here, boom. I'll change it to, let's see if we can get a breaker and a move to the upside now. Okay, so this is the full breaker. Now my stop, you see my stop is just, I could still be stopped out because, oh no, I'm one tick, oh no, the breaker is lower. Shit. I'm gonna go to the 3 minute. Do I have a 3 minute breaker? Yes, I do. Okay, I'm gonna use the 3 minute breaker. So this is the breaker. We activated it, but are we gonna go higher, right? The activation is also the retest. Let's see. I need to be one below. Put a little gap here. We're definitely going lower here. We're going to retest some areas here. Let's see, I would like it to go down a little bit. Normally I would add here. If we would, I'm going to mark this little gap here. This will be an area for me where I would add. I would mark this whole area here. I'm making it yellow. I'm going to take this one off. I would want it to go here for a retest and then go back up. So I would add in this area normally. Let's see. If it stops me out, it stops me out. I should break it to break even, because if it stops me out, then technically I have no loss, right? But see, we have a gap here as well. This should be mitigated as well. I'm not gonna leave. Oh, we did actually go into this one here. We actually did. Okay. You know, this sort of looks mitigated in a way, but we do have some gaps here. We do have a gap here. Gap here. Let's see. So technically I could bring my stop over here, because if it does go lower than this, it actually invalidates my trade. Yeah, let me do that. Let me do that, because that's actually... that would invalidate my long. This is the area here. Am I below it? Yeah, a little bit higher. Okay. Normally I would have been out already, guys. You understand that, right? I wouldn't risk anything. If I'm here and I see it go down, I get out. In this scenario. This structure looks so weird, right? On the higher time frame. Look here on the 4 hour. Let me go to the 1 hour here. Look. Quickly I might be stopped out on this one. Weird structure, very, very peculiar. Now quickly look at gold. So we have someone in gold. So same behavior, sort of like halfway. I think there's still more room to the upside though, but like I said, we could go lower into this wick here on gold and then go back up. So it's sort of like, you know, um, but now do you guys see this inversion here? Let me see. Oh, there's a wick here. I see. No, hold on. Oh, here. I was looking. Where is it? Here it is. So I like to see that. Why? Because that gives me also confidence that it might go a little bit higher because we have not tapped into it yet. So can you see this one here? So I'm staying, I'm leaving my trade on. The only thing that I'm thinking of now, maybe lowering it a little bit to the midpoint because it's always, there's a wick here. So I'm lowering a little bit, just a little bit, my TP to the midpoint of that inversion. Why? Because it's also the midpoint of this wick, if I would calculate it. So I'm just lowering a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, let's see. I'm out from NQ. Yeah, I mean, I would not, I don't blame you. I mean, quickly, I need to quickly go to the bathroom, guys. I'll be back in 1 minute. Oh, hey, Dolly. Here we go. How are we doing? How are we doing? Anyone else still on that long? I would think they might go here before going back up, but okay. So on the 3 minutes, so many gaps still. So I'm just going back to I like the 9 minute because it sort of like gives me a better overview of the gaps that are really relevant. Oh, here you see on the you see here on the 9 minute, the wick went into this gap. On the 3 minute, it left it, but we still have this here. But maybe they're going to leave it. .430. I love tape reading. I just love this, guys. I'm such a nerd. I can do this all day. Now, I'm not going to do it all day. Don't get me wrong. We're going to celebrate Christmas Eve. We're going to do something. But let me check Discord. Okay, I see some people joined the Discord. Memo. There you go. I think we have to wait until the next macro. We'll do another macro. Let me calculate the. I want to see. It's almost the same. That's funny. Okay, come on, NQ. Start moving. Move your ass. Move your ass, move your ass, move your ass to the upside. 437. So 433 is a thing, right, in London, right? You can consider that a macro. So we wanna disrespect. So this is an important one as well, right? So we disrespect this one, we definitely might go even higher than my TP, because then we've disrespected so many bearish PD arrays. But we could also tap into here and go back down, right? Because this could function as a bearish resistance, but not the resistance like retail uses them. You're making up for your losses earlier. Good. Nice to hear. But be careful because it's we're in this. It could also just be done, right? So be careful. Nurala Murad, unfortunate. We learn fortunately, right? It's a good thing. Unfortunately, it costs us some money sometimes too. Our lessons are expensive sometimes. But 440, let's see. I don't think. I don't think it was something else. Nikki's a letter. You're so lazy. Oh. What are you guys gonna do? Are you guys gonna do something for the holidays or for your days off? Any nice plans, traveling or anything else? With a long weekend? Are you gonna study? So who in the chat uses Goldbach levels? Hey Rhonda, is that another female? Welcome. Finally, I'm getting more females in the group. Really happy with that. I'm happy with you males as well. Don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong there, but I love to have more females in the trading space. I'm gonna take a break, guys. Done for the day. Have a nice Christmas. Yes, demo trader Ceylon. I totally agree. I'm gonna wait one more macro and I do think we might get some nice. I think it's worthwhile to study the price action because it's a good time to try to recognize time distortion and um, it's all emphasis. It's everything is emphasized now, right? So, but it's good also to take a break. I feel like I need a break. I love tape reading. Don't get me wrong, but just for my brain, just to focus on the Discord right now, focus on the community. Also, I also go to do some studying, but also social. I've been doing a lot of streaming, and because I really like it, I love tape reading, and I just started. But my brain is a little bit tired. That's why I quit the trading with the live accounts. Um, but yeah, I definitely take time during the holidays, those days. If you celebrate Christmas or not, if you have time off, you can also do something else. But it's also a good time to, if you feel like it, just do some extra studying. Um, but I think these days are just, generally speaking, also. I mean, I think I'm gonna binge watch a few series as well. I really feel like doing that. So I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna be a combination of things, catching up with people, binge watching, working on the Discord, on the community. Um, I'm also very interested in Goldbach levels. I don't know if anyone is using them. Because I'm a student of now. I'll keep on studying things. Anyone uses Goldbach levels? Just curious. Anyone already have studied them or implementing them? 444. When I just watched, it was 44444. We'll do one more macro, guys, and then if you have any questions, post them in the chat now. If you want to join the Discord, the link is up there. Why am I interested in Glenn? I'm interested because I do think, because everything is algorithmic, I do think there is a logic to it. The logic comes from 369, from Vortex, from Nikola Tesla. I think it's all derived what ICT is actually derived from. Um, everything can be calculated, and all the levels are literally just calculated in Goldbach. It's his perception of the market. He says so I'm just interested to know. I know a lot of people that are, but I do believe in 369. I use 369 in my analysis too. But I'm not very mathematical, so some of the topics are a little bit over my head sometimes if I read about it. I'm like, okay, because I just, it's very, I think a little bit more complicated, but I do want to understand more of it because I think, everything comes back to 369, literally everything in the world, right? Okay, let me see. I'm going to be stopped out here, or are you? Ooh, I like that. I was almost stopped out, just a few ticks. Maybe I'm still am, but the breakers actually here. It just marked this area. Um, it could dig deeper and still go back up, right? Because the breaker is all the way is this area here. So let's see. But when price would really dig very deep into a breaker, um, I don't like it anymore so much because then also I wonder if it will. I went to Disneyland Paris with my family. You already went? Or for the holidays? It's already holiday, right? For most people. Yeah. We're just focusing now on the Christmas day, but most people already have holidays, and especially with the kids and yeah. Disneyland, how was that? Are you living in are you living in France, Kevin, or are you also on holiday? from somewhere to France. I think I want to go back to the 1 minute to see how price is booking, but 448. Now going back to Goldbach, I won't talk about it. It's something I will do on the background just for me, for my own information, because I will not implement it on stream, because I think it is sort of like something that I would do off the side just for my own. So that is something I would not talk about or implement in stream unless people are interested in it. Maybe I'll do a separate thing in the Discord about it, but it won't be on my regular streams, Glenn. But I'm just curious if people are using it. I don't want to overcomplicate things. 2. Oh, I'm getting hungry. I'm getting, because it's so weird weather. It's not really cold as you can see, but it's still not pleasant. But I still feel like a warm meal. It's not that late either. It's like it's going to be the warm lunch, I think. I'm so hungry lately. I think the stream's making me hungry. I said literally every stream, like even though I had breakfast, I'm like, oh, I'm so hungry. You guys must think I'm always hungry. I eat all the time. You're living in, okay, yeah. Yeah, the Taoist trade. For me, it's right now, it is, let me see, I'm in South Africa, by the way. It's 10 minutes to 12. So, yeah, so let's see, guys. We got one more macro. I hope, I want this TP to be hit. Let's see. Either I'm going to be stopped out or my TP will be hit. Now, I would have never done this. If I would have been here, I would have taken my off, but now everything like it's everything takes longer. Like normally in this TP would have been hit already in the run, right? I mean, but now with everything being distorted and time distorted, everything takes slower. They're just taking time to do it. So okay, 451. Now, do I like that? Oh God, let's go to the one. 49, 50, 50. See, they left equal highs here. So the area that I marked, the bodies didn't go to below the half point, so that's also still bullish for me. Now I could still be stopped out, don't get me wrong, but for me it's still bullish enough because this is a specific area I marked for a reason. Bodies are still below the midpoint, still bullish. Now technically I could think, okay, I could even though put my stop a little bit higher, just it gives me another few ticks, right? Because if it goes below this wick, that will invalidate the long, right? But I'm not doing it yet. Well, actually I should, but all right, let me do it because you don't. inversion activated. This will be a new trade. For example, I would enter here when this candle, I would enter in this candle because the inversion is activated here. And then the risk would be exactly where my stop is, right? Yes, Taoist, I would never be in this trade the way I'm paper trading now, but normally I would have gotten out here, but I just left it because I entered lower and I would re-enter here and then go. But normally I am in large trades. Normally my NQ trades are over 60 points, between 60 and 150 on average. I take partials, yes. I skill in and I skill out sometimes as well. But everything is a little bit different now because we're at the end of the year. But I'm just showcasing level. I'm just more going over the levels and what's happening with price, right? That's what I'm doing right now. Not really trading in the sense of trading. It's just like, oh, where would I get in? How would I place my stop? Why would I place my stop below this wick now? I would never let my entry in. I don't want to be. I don't want to be in a trade so long for such a small amount of points. To be honest, that would make me very uncomfortable. Um, and in those large trades, I just 1 hour is the max, but preferably just one macro is actually the. Obviously, you want just one macro, but sometimes it takes 1.5. You know, the 20 to 40 run with the normal macro. But let's see. You're welcome. After this macro, I'm going to get some lunch and it's Christmas time, holiday time. Let me quickly. Oh, I need to. Why is it thing? Oh. Okay, macro is so slow. Give it a few more minutes. Any question, guys? I might be stopped out anyway. Any questions before I leave you in a few minutes? Oh, guys, thank you for. I see there's a lot of people that subscribe. Thank you so much. What are you up to? So, yeah, I'm gonna have some dinner with friends today. Then I have to think about the days. Then what else? Tomorrow we have a lunch somewhere. Then I'm going to work on the Discord, guys. So this weekend, yes, I'm a full-time trader, Glenn, and I started the YouTube channel 4.5 months ago. So now I also I want to spend some time on the Discord, spending some time in the community, because I've been really streaming a lot, which is my favorite thing to do, and going overpriced. But I really want to, really try to build the Discord now and give it. I don't know how to say it properly, but just asking people to join the Discord is not enough for me. I really want to do something community-wise, and so I'm gonna try to implement some things. But that's why I need I need your people's advice and what you want and how to bring the value. So that's why I'm organizing just little get-togethers to get you guys, to see where you are in your trading, and just very low profile. I'm going to do more of them, so feel free to. I already made 2 events. They're just going to be very short, and I keep them small. And it's about you guys, that you can talk. So instead of just me only. Thank you, Andre. Wishing you and your family a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Let's hope it's the best year in trading for all of us. Yes, and if not, we're going to just, we're going to grow together. We're going to grow. We're going to get better. We're going to study. We're going to work on our imperfections that we need to work on for our trading journey. And I think that's for me, I mean, this has been just such a blessing. And I think, apparently I'm at 700 now. So thank you guys. I was at 6 something today, 670, I believe. And now I'm at 700 already. So, yeah, for me, it's really time to really now start working on the Discord and on the community sense of it. So I really want to put more time. So, Shamo, to your question, that's part of my weekend, and thinking about it as well. But I would love for people to join me, and so we can just just get more better feel what I can do to bring the value outside the YouTube channel. So so that's part of my weekend as well. And I'm also going to study, and I'm gonna binge watch as well. Eat, meet friends, binge watch, work on the Discord. I'm gonna be stopped out. It doesn't really matter, because I could dig deeper into this fair value, but it also could go lower, right? Let's see. What about you, Shamo? What are you going to do? But Glenn, I'm a full-time trader. Yes, before I did the YouTube, I was just a trader, and I did voluntary work here in South Africa. But now, then I just started the YouTube channel just by the universe, just a sequence of events. I'm stopped out, by the way. So I'm a full-time trader plus a content creator now, I guess. So, but it's all about trading, and I just love it, to be honest. I love doing this. I love doing the streams, so nothing will change in 2025, 26. I just have to get more structured, like time-wise. I do London now, and then sometimes I do AM session, New York, and PM sessions, but a little bit too much. So I need to structure the time a little bit better. And Asia, I can't do Asia because then I need to sleep. So that's something I need to think about a little bit, like, and how to bring value to the community more. So that's it. That's what I'm going to do in these days. And I do think I'm not going to do December 26th, because there is holidays still in Europe and in the UK. So I think the volume is going to be too low. I will watch the markets. I will post some things in the Discord, just levels. And I think the days before New Year's, I think I will be back on. I will do some streams, because I think there's still a lot of imbalances that need to be balanced. What's your model of ICT is your favorite? I wouldn't say I have a favorite model. I have my own model, but what I do, I love the breaker and the rejection blocks are my 2 favorite PD rates that I use. So that helps. Obviously, I use the fair value gaps, but I sort of like more use gaps and wicks a lot now in my analysis to find the imbalances, and that's what really elevated my trading to a higher level this year. Is understanding how wicks and the gaps work to identify points of imbalances where the market goes to balance them out. So that's more how I actually view the market. That's why you see me a lot using the NWOGs, the opening range gaps, even fair value gaps. You can use the fair value gaps the same way. Like, well, it's already what we do in it's not, the fair value gaps give so much more information that people how they use them. They just use them as support or resistance, and there's so much more to them. You can really see them as point of imbalances and how they are imbalanced. So yeah, so that's mainly so it's not just one model actually. It's just it's like ICT is like a bunch of building blocks, right? You build on and then you start, using all the things and you just make it your own. That's actually, I think, yeah, you find your own trading identity at some point. But I'm always looking for the mechanical trades. So the more mechanical, the more logic behind them, the less emotional they get, and that's how I try to trade. So I think I just want to check if we have left the 9 minutes. Let me see the 9 minutes breaker, because the breaker goes all the way to here, right? So if it goes lower than this level here, 790. But for me, I don't really like the price action anymore too much. I think it can go both ways. Yeah, there you go. Okay, the breaker is invalidated, so now it's there's no more trade to the upside for me at the moment. But then again, it could still wick back up, right? And that's what it does nowadays. So you get the wicks outside it, but then the body might spike up, and it could still go up. Shamo, meeting up with some friends tomorrow for lunch. This is my first year away from my family, but yeah, just study, reflect on the year, and declutter some clothes for donation. Okay, that sounds like the perfect days for Christmas. Yeah, I can't wait to binge watch a few series. I'm going to look at Dexter Resurrection. I am really going to do that, and I've been really like just being on the stream, and I haven't given my cats a lot of attention, so they're going to get a few extra cuddles, I guess. I just enjoy, just relax, just recharge, and also reflect on and just be eternally grateful, I guess, because it's just I just still guys, I'm overwhelmed by you guys. I can't say it enough. I'm overwhelmed by the support, and I'm really very, very appreciative. Again, thank you so much. And I always get a little bit emotional when I say that, because I am really. I think it's almost like a dream come true for me, and I'm now building the community as well and spending time on that. Yeah, it's just amazing. But that being said, I'm going to leave NQ as it is, because NQ, you were awesome this year, except the last few weeks. But we still love you. I still love you. And you awesome, awesome people. I just want to wish you a very, very, very Merry Christmas for those who celebrate Christmas, and those who are just having holidays. Enjoy the holidays. And I'm looking so much forward. Either I see you in the Discord or I see you back. Well, we still have we're not at the end of the year, by the way. So I see you either back in the New Year or maybe the few days before New Year's, because I'll do some streams before the New Year's. Maybe a little bit less, but I'll definitely be on, just to keep it, so we keep on track with the market, and we'll look at gold as well. But for now, I wish you a very nice weekend. I'll say it's a long weekend, and just enjoy. And if you have any questions, you know where to find me in the Discord. The link is and I pinned it on top here. If you want it, feel free to join. It's still, we're growing, we're just building it, so feel free to join. And you guys are the OGs. And then we'll see in 2026 where it will bring us, right? Hey, Starlinatis. I'm just heading off. Did you just join? Did you just hook in? Just looking. Did we snap? No, we're below. Merry Christmas. Yes, DBT. Merry Christmas to you too. Enjoy the coming days, and I'll be back on after Christmas. We'll do a stream after Christmas, and there'll be some things in the Discord as well, DBT. For those, there were a few people that asked, they wanted to change their name. I gave the permission. I changed the permission. So if you guys want to change your name in the Discord, let me know if it works, because I think it should. But if not, let me know. Anyway, okay, guys, I love you a long time again, and have an awesome weekend. Be careful today, 26, if you want to trade. Trade scale down. Go to mini, micro. Go to a micro instead of mini if you want to trade. If you really have, if you're a degen and it needs to, or just paper trade. But for now, a trader team. Hello, Iris. The Discord link says invalid info. Did you use the one in the that I pinned up here? Did you use the one in the chat? I pinned one here on top. Did you try that one, Tim? Trader Tim? The one in the, I might not have updated the description properly, but the one in the chat that I pinned should be working. Let me know. I just need to know if that's the case. Yes, F cycling. Merry Christmas to you. Okay, that works. Okay, good. Okay, good. Merry Christmas, everyone. Have an awesome, awesome few days with your loved ones, or just enjoy whatever you're going to do. And if you have any questions, you know where to find me. And next stream will be on Monday again. I love you guys. Thank you so much.